Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to check out this stereo. And this is the stereo that I'm going to give to Aubrey for making the cat perch for Mr. Tomcats. This is much like the other stereos I got in my vehicles, which is Android based, GPS. And this one is from a company by the name of Pumpkin. So in the box, we got faceplates that may be used in our installation, instructions which you're probably going to use. These are your RCA cables for amplifier, probably video cameras. Your wiring harness, which is interesting that we got this plug on the back, which doesn't serve us any purpose besides we're going to cut it off. We have our USB cables here. We have microphone. This is your GPS, and I believe this would be your Wi-Fi. And these are brackets which we won't need. This is the stereo itself. Focus. I am actually quite surprised that there's no remote control for this stereo. Not that it matters anyways, because I've never used it. This is the back of the unit. Pretty straightforward. So I'm going to cut the wiring harness, remove this strip, power it up, do the updates if it needs any before we install it. Three wires I'm going to use to power it up are the yellow wire, which is constant 12 volt power, red wire, which would be ignition, the orange wire is illumination, and of course your black wire is the ground. And I'm going to use a 12 volt power supply right there to power it up inside the house. I also just installed the Wi-Fi antenna too, because if I want to do the updates and anything else, that's what I need. So this is supposed to be very fast booting up. See what happens. We got illumination. Ooh, look at that. It even says pumpkin right across the screen. Android. Pretty low voltage too. 1.1 amps. 1.3, 1.4. Drawing next to nothing for power. Still booting. It's not as fast to boot as I thought it would. Android starting. There we go, we're booted up. So what we got here is your typical volume. Your navigation, I don't know. I don't think there's, it comes up as Google Maps for your nav. So a person would really ultimately would have to connect to your phone. So on the front we got navigation, music. What's this button right here? Touchscreen. There's it's even got the Torque Pro, which is nice. The GPS test, I'm not even hooked up for that. Netflix, Play Store. Let's back out of that. What's this top one? I like that screen for your settings. Bluetooth settings. Network. Scan for Wi-Fi, which I need to connect my internet. Alright, so I'm connected to the internet. Is there a updates? Let's go. This is where it said to come for the updates. I don't see no update section. That's what it says. Languages, time, updates. About the machine. So I just got the Bluetooth paired up right now. So now I got the Bluetooth paired up, and you can stream music from your phone, which is nice. Go to the phone pad, back out of there. Music's still playing in the background. My stereo does have a GPS kit, so I'm most likely going to transfer the files over to this one. Car settings. There we go, upgrade. That's what we want. Upgrade. Is there an upgrade? Open file error. I think you have to. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's no updates. Factory settings. I don't even know what the password is. I should read the instructions for that. I must say, I really like the layout of this one compared to the one I got in mine. It's a way fancier setup. Now I'm just looking at the pumpkin stereo installed in Aubrey's truck. I just installed some nav software on it and kind of playing around with that. I did get a stereo kit for it. Had some issues with the installation on that for the ignition wire, so you gotta be careful with the kit you got. Nothing to do with the stereo itself though. Stereo was a little big for this unit. We had to modify the faceplate to make it work, and it doesn't fit exactly perfectly, but fits all right for now. We could probably shave it a little bit more and sink it in further, but for right now we're just testing it. But in the truck it looks good. It looks good. Aubrey's all set up, and no more boring radio.
That is correct, yes.
So right now just went over, had a very brief look of the stereo unit itself. Installed in Aubrey's truck, obviously due to copyright, can't play any music back, whatever. But real test is gonna be is in the future if he's gonna have any issues in that with it. So far I'm pretty impressed with it. I have a couple of other Android units from a couple different companies, and I really like the layout of this one. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.